What goes into an employee handbook? To answer this, we have to first consider what the purpose of it is. I'm Nancy Schick of 30-Year Conflict Resolution. I'm an employment attorney licensed in New York State, and I'm also a global mediator. I do my best to keep people out of court, and one of the ways that I do that is by helping them develop very purposeful employee handbooks. It's to make things very clear, right? That's what we ultimately want from our employee handbooks. If you think about employment as a partnership, as I often do, then your employee handbook is kind of like your partnership agreement, although I know almost all of them will say this is not a contract. It's still a series of agreements that the employer is stating that they're making with the employee. And it is subject to change. That provision will usually be in the handbook as well. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is make it very clear how things are going to go during that employment relationship. It's things like sharing the vision for the business so that an employee can look at it and say, am I a good match for working here? Do I believe in this? Do I feel good about what I'm doing? I've had many, many employees come to me after they realized they're working for an employer that they thought would pay them well, and they felt awful about what they were selling, how it was being sold, how they were being treated, and how they were asked to treat other people that they work with, whether it be customers or coworkers. It just wasn't a good culture fit for them. Your employee handbook, a lot of times, is going to communicate that. Whether you're the employer designing it or the employee reading it, this is what you're looking for. Then we look at things like, how does the employee fit into that vision? Once you've expressed it, you want to help that employee figure out, are they a good fit? Kind of help them self-select. And it's okay if you've both made a mistake. It's going to be much better to find out early than later when you're going through a termination process and possibly even a lawsuit. The other thing you want to think about, of course, is making sure that your employee handbook has all of the policies that are required. I'm going to get into a lot more of this in a webinar. Our third year Thursday is coming up on the 21st of November. It will be at 3 o'clock. I'll put a link in the notes to the video for you to register. In the meantime, keep listening with your third ear. For those hurts you can heal.